The Cowboys at 2-0 now are going to lay a big number on the road. So remember, they did lay a small number in Jersey and laid out the Giants. They laid a big number today, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5 at some spots, and easily covered that, winning by 20 today. Now they're going to go. There's been no change in the marketplace yet. That's because it's already set at that 10.5 number. And I don't know how high the books want to get.
Well, it is now. A lot of 12.5s, a couple 13s out there, including at a couple stores here in Las Vegas.
So almost a field goal move here for the Cowboys. Yeah. Now, again, the Cardinals have covered both losses. They cover in D.C., game they easily could have won. And they had a 20-0 lead today against the G-Men, the Giants, and they couldn't hold that in the desert. Look, Joshua Dobbs, say what you look, guy is basically a placeholder. Yeah, whoever the next guy is.
I mean, look, I thought he was solid. And look, I think the Cardinals are trying.
Yes,
and everybody says tanking. These guys, players don't tank.
No.
Organizations put themselves in position to tank. And
Jonathan Gannon he wants to get a win too as a rookie head coach.
Exactly. So Arizona is still fighting. But this being up to 13, people are, if you're in a survivor pool, especially if you're in the one here at Circa, do you resist the urge to use them? Because we know what a lot of people like to do with Dallas, because in this pool, you have to use the Thanksgiving games and then the Black Friday games. So you got 4 games to use. And who's going to be the biggest favorite likely on that day? It's Dallas over the Commanders down there at Jerry World. So, some used Dallas today, and they survived. I'm the dummy that used Denver. But anyway, I digress. You look at 13 on the road. Man, a wise man once told me, and I'm not necessarily endorsing taking Arizona, but a wise man once told me you don't get rich laying double digits on the road in the NFL, and this might be a stay away. We'll see what the total does. Is what I think is going to be more curious. 42-44, starting to see some 43.5s. I could see this being like an under. I could see this starting to get bet to the under, where it's like, does Dallas do a 30-10 job like they did to Arizona? Because I don't think the offense, despite how good they were on third down today, I don't think the offense, and I think you kind of feel this as a Cowboys fan and observer, isn't quite there yet.
No.
It's not there. The running game, hasn't had a lot of big plays.
Nope. And what McCarthy is doing as a play caller, I actually like. It's not sexy football. He's not Kellen Moore. He's not trying to make it look aesthetically pleasing to the eye. He'll go kick 5 field goals and just keep running the defense out there and trust Dan Quinn's defense and just keep stacking up wins. So it's not explosive, and that's why that total is something to eye, because they do not care about what the analytics say as far as going forward or kicking field goals. Mike McCarthy now knows, I will take the threes repeatedly, play to unders, and keep winning games.
And I think when you had an offense like the Jets that were struggling, Zach Wilson, 12 of 27 for 170,
they knew,
a touchdown and 3 picks. They couldn't run the ball really either, the Jets, which surprised me a little bit. Dallas was very stout against the run, and I know the Jets didn't run it as much and threw the ball a lot more because they were behind, but 16 carries for 64 yards. Dallas, you look at it, 44 times out of 83 they ran the ball. Dallas had the ball, by the way, for 42-15 in this game, 17-45 for the Jets. Jets -4 in the turnover margin. This actually probably could have been worse if Dallas really wanted to step on the throat here, but I think they knew this game was in hand.
I think that could be another scenario out in the desert where they just know that the offense for Arizona will not be able to go up and down the field. So the Cowboys will take points, whether it's 3s or 6s early, and just try to have one of those workable leads like they had against New York, where the under still hit, even though they had a huge lead. And the same thing against the Jets. Same script I could see playing out here. Cowboys maybe even cover the number, a big number, and the under could hit.
And I do think they'll probably take Arizona seriously after saying, hey, they were up on our division rival today.
Yep.
They were up on the Giants, so, this team isn't quitting. They're not thinking that this is BS, fellas. So, you got to be focused for this, I think, if you're Dallas, because it's easy to kind of
sleepwalk.
Yeah, it's easy to kind of say, well, looking ahead, we got New England coming in, we go to San Francisco, bigger fish to fry, but still, every game is important in a 17-week schedule.
Absolutely. So, again, that number is already starting to trickle up towards 14, 13.5 west of seeing in some spots.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.